I work with a teacher who was being open and honest when was having a conversation with me. And in that conversation, she said, "Hey, I think I'm really good at classroom behavior. I think I'm really good at classroom management. There's never an issue with behavior in my classroom. However, one of the challenges I think is I don't think I'm that great of a math teacher. I don't think I'm really that fantastic at helping kids to understand more math. However, I know that the behavior is something that's not a problem." I really honor and respect her for being able to share that. Her vulnerability and explaining that she was not as confident in her math skills, or at least not as confident in her teaching of math skills as she was in other areas, was really wonderful. She was able to say, hey, here's something I can get better at. Here's something I'm really good at, but here's something I can get better at. Now that we've had that conversation, now that we've acknowledged that's a challenge this teacher's happening, and also the fact that she acknowledged it tells me she wants to learn, she wants to get a little better at helping students to understand math. Now that we've had that conversation, that opens so many doors for us to be able to think about some next steps. Of course, we want a room that has good, strong behavior management, but we also want a room where students can learn and understand math. After talking to the teacher about what things she wants students to get better at, we began to come up with a plan. This plan is going to require her to give a little bit of the control, take some of that off of the teacher, and put a little bit more of the agency onto the students. This is going to be a little bit hard for her because she does like control, like a lot of us teachers do. We're going to give the students a little bit more opportunity in class to work on their productive struggle, to work on discourse, to share out some of their ideas, to put their ideas up in front and center. We're not going to change everything. We're not going to say, hey, everything you did before was not good and we need to do all the new stuff. We're definitely not going to do that. We're going to take it piece by piece and say, let's try this little thing out. Let's try this step out. We'll try that for a few weeks and then we'll come back in a couple of weeks, check back in. But for that teacher, I want to thank you for your openness and for your openness to be vulnerable, to think about, hey, this is something I could use help in, because that's my whole role. That's the whole gig. That's what I'm trying to do for everyone. Have a great day, all.